Instagram today. So who in here uses Instagram every day? Okay, we have a lot of you. Good job. All right, so we're going to keep going. All right, so the biggest thing for me with Instagram is that it is a platform for you to be able to tell your story. And it's not just telling your Posh story and throwing Posh things at everybody 24/7. It's about showing that you're a relatable person to be able to build relationships, right? So, question here to everyone. Who in here, look to your left, look to your right, do you have the same story as the person on either side of you? If you do, please stand up. I have a really kick-butt prize for you. I think it's hand lotion or hand soap, right, Ann? Didn't we say that? If you have the same story. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Same exact story. Same exact. Everything's the same. No, you don't, right? You all have your own stories to tell, right? That is this image right here. You all have your own chapters to write, your own books to finish. Okay, so what is your story? Okay, this is something that it's a window, right? Okay, so what Instagram basically turns out to be are a whole bunch of pictures, right? Pictures after picture after picture. Hopefully you're not using just home office images on your Instagram, because people go there to be able to window shop, right? They're going right there to be able to see. That's actually Catherine Brayfoyle's picture of her house. And what that story is what is your story? And the thing with the window shopping is that back when I was a mom, I am a mom, but when I was a younger mom, and before Posh, I didn't have me time. My only me time was I strategically got my 3 children under 3 to nap at the same time as the Oprah Winfrey Show. Okay. Yes, who else does this? Yes. And so that would be my me time for the day. And what is she really great and awesome for, right? She's great and awesome for building connections and relationships, right? People come to her, people love to hear from her and connect with her. And so one of her shows, she said that it was kind of like a little confession. Hey, Oprah Winfrey is kind of a little bit of a stalker. She loves to ride home from her studio into her house, where she would be riding in the back seat and look out, at nighttime. Don't lie to yourself, you do this too. And you look and you see windows open and the lights are on and the curtains are open, right? At night, as you can see a glimpse into someone's life, right? Who else in here does this? I was talking to people. Okay. It's a little bit stalkerish, but it's not like you're like hovering outside the window. You're not going for a walk and like looking at it. You're like briefly driving by and you see like just a glimpse of someone's life, right? Instagram is the same thing. People want to see glimpses of your life and be able to see if they can relate to you. I've gotten a lot of recruits from here. I train my team to get recruits this way too. You're allowing yourself to be vulnerable and to be able to do it. So we all have something, like what our story is that we're all business owners, right? So we should be posting about businessy things, not just like, hey, I'm Posh. Many of us are moms. Are you a traveler? Do you love to shop? Those are images that people love to see. Are you a team leader? Does your Instagram show that you're a team leader? How does it show you're a team leader? Do you post recognition on there? Do you post your team, whatever you're doing with your team, that sort of thing? Do you love to cook? People love Instagram. It's filled with pictures of people's food, okay? Because it's interesting, right? Yeah. And so people love to see, like, if you like to cook. What are your hobbies? I mean, all of you just don't do Posh all the time, right? Do you love to go out for nature walks? Do you guys love to take your kids to the zoo? Those sorts of things. What are your hobbies to do? Your Instagram should show that, not just Posh. So what would people see if they looked through your window, if they drove by your life really fast? That's the kind of thing you want to post on Instagram. Because many people, when I was researching on what to talk about this, people were like, I don't know what to post on Instagram. I don't know what to post there. And I was like, it's just like walking by a window. You want to know what's going on. And I went to Ulta and asked those really hip chicks there, and I was like, hey ladies, can we talk about Instagram? They're like, what about it? I'm like, how do you use it? And their favorite thing is to scroll through, just getting a glimpse of people's lives, especially celebrities and people they're following or purchasing from. Okay, so now we're going to talk about when do you post on Instagram? So one side you have me, and the other one you have the fantastic Katrina Kimmel. And so these are our actual feeds, right? Okay, so you see me having product, all kinds of different things. On my side, her side, you see, my contacts stink. You see her with her masks on, and not even just Posh stuff. Like, she was comparing a Posh one to another mask, which was super cool. So you can see like different times of when you would share your Instagram. So you can see me, if you ever follow me, you know that I love anything retro, vintage. I post a lot about that. Down there in the top bottom left is me and my husband making fun of stripper at the store. I didn't realize you actually can buy stripper and it's not Posh. It's at Walmart. But it's in the home improvement section. Okay, so where it is seen is up to you. Now this is something that I recently really got interested in, on how to explain it to your team. Okay, so this is all about reach. Okay, so this is hashtag perfectly posh, which all of you should be doing and using in your businesses whenever you're posting it, or posting pictures. And so you'll see there's different things there, right? The only image of like an image is down there by home office. That's how it should look. If we are using one of those images, definitely Jessica and I are on the same page with this. It should have your face on it, right? And it should have your link. So there's different things here. So we're talking about reach. Do you guys know about reach and how it's really used in a social media setting like this? So when you tag Perfectly Posh, everybody in here, right? So if I have someone that's looking to join my team or join Perfectly Posh because they've seen it in their Ipsy bag, they pull it Perfectly Posh and they look and see who looks the coolest. Seriously, like who is the most engaged, who do they connect the most to, and then they click it, and then they go to your profile, and then they're able to see, ooh, does this girl fit my style, right? Like, is she someone that I want to join her team? And then they're shopping, and it's crazy. A lot. The last 5 recruits I've gotten from Instagram, they've all said they shopped. They looked at, if you've been hashtagging Perfectly Posh, they looked at yours and they decided not to do it because they didn't see any team leader. Okay, so you need to do team leader. Not to make you feel bad, but you do. Okay? But the reach thing, the reach thing, okay, so I learned about this. So reach is, so you hashtag, if we're in the Lego store or something, or yeah, the Lego store, we'll use that. Hashtag Legos and Perfectly Posh don't really go together, right? But I was there buying the team crazy creative idea that I was doing. And so you're getting all of the Lego fans now looking at your stuff. Okay, so you're expanding your reach and really connecting with other people or other brands to help your business grow, and it's absolutely free. You don't have to do anything like pay on Instagram to be able to expand your reach. So there's just different ways here. So you see recognition, you see someone using a product, you see someone, a personal booking. She posted that bag full of Posh because she was sending it off to a hostess. You see an incentive trip earner, which is fabulous. If you didn't go on an incentive, you can still use the incentive for your business because you have that excitement, right? You can still use that. You have the catchy kit. Does that look like the home office image that we get? No. That is a kit. Somebody took their kit and put it out and took a picture of it. All right. So you have to figure out what's going to set you apart as well. If you hashtag Posh Blessings, you'll see all of my images, whether they were Posh or not. I will not tag Perfectly Posh on items like when I go to like the flea market and find something. You don't want to tag Perfectly Posh because that's not Perfectly Posh, but it's Posh Blessings because that's me, right? Mm-hmm. What's your guys? What is going to be your hashtag? What are you going to use? All right. Okay, so using Instagram to share your story. We have a fabulous Jamie back there. And I seen her post this, and it was crazy on Facebook too. But it showed a lot of vulnerability in a post, right? He opened up and shared a story. She was sharing that when she was coming back from the incentive, she got upgraded to first class, and the guy next to her was like, oh, yeah, right, kind of like, yeah. And she was like, oh, it's from my business, and I was able to do it. And he was kind of like, But it showed a whole bunch of vulnerability and how to relate to that, and it wasn't all Posh, right? Do you guys see any Posh products there? Is it pink and all kinds of crazy? No, on Instagram, you want to be able to show a window into your life. So, shares your point of view. So here's some things that I use in my Instagram. So you're gonna want, these are apps, so write this down. This one up here is Ripple, and it can add like an action to your image to grab their attention. PixArt is what I like to use for better collages, because you can do collages on Instagram, but I like PixArt better. And you can you can like make images, like on Photoshop, you can like cut people's heads out of things and slap them on and stuff. And so PixArt is that way. Boomerang is huge. How many of you guys, anybody seen my boomerangs where like I'm moving and my kids are like I'm standing still and my kids are being crazy? Those, a lot of times I get a lot of engagement with those posts because they stand out. The other one is Rana Designs, and that one you can put words onto things really easily. It's an easy app to use. I'm not very good with technology, so things have to be really self-explanatory or I give up. I was talking to Sarah Lucas about the Cricut. I'm about ready just to get rid of that thing because I can't even figure it out. I was like, oh my goodness. So it has to be easy. So all of these are very easy. Okay, so then this is what Instagram will look like. And this is another reason why I use it a lot, because see that first thing, it says Facebook? I can go to Instagram and save myself some time, and it shares from my Facebook, or from my Instagram to my Facebook for me. Okay? And then the bottom is a bunch of different hashtags that I use. One thing I would be wary about using hashtags is don't use vegan on every single picture. Vegan people kind of get a little, like they're very protective of being vegan, and if you hashtag vegan on something, I've had very big backlash from putting it like on a, what's not vegan? I'm not even, but yeah, healer. If I put it with the hashtag vegan, then they will eat you apart and you'll lose credibility. Okay, so today I want you guys to go through and figure out what is your story. What can you share outside of just Posh to be able to connect and be vulnerable with your people? What kind of, if someone looked into your life, what would your window look like so that you can share with, or share Posh in a different way and connect with them? And how can you expand your reach? Because coming together with other brands and other hashtags, things like that, can really help your business grow in that way. So I hope you guys were able to take something from it, but thanks for letting me talk.